So starting the test drive in this Bolt LT, pretty good power output, I think, especially for a vehicle of, I guess, this nature, this caliber. It's not necessarily fast, but it does have some pep in its step, and it's very easy to drive, very efficient. Now the normal drive mode is plenty of power. Sport mode kind of just makes the pedal a bit more touchy, if you will. But I'm going to put it into sport now. We're going to see what it can do. Here we go. Thing's quick, very quick. Now I want to give one more huge thanks to Chevrolet Buick GMC of Murfreesboro here in Murfreesboro, Tennessee for allowing me to review this car today. I'll leave a link below in the description. If you're looking to find the best price on one of these closer to home, click that second link down below. It takes just a minute to fill out your information, and I'll make sure the local dealers are fighting to get you the best price on this or whatever new vehicle you might be interested in. Now it does have quite a bit of pep, even from highway speeds if you want to nail it. It just pulls differently. I have a Mustang Mach-E, and when I give that throttle, it feels more natural, I guess. But where this is pulling from the front, if you're driving down the road and you nail it, you can definitely feel it pull from the front in the steering wheel. Not dangerous or anything. Again, it's just something that I noticed. But I think for what you get here, it's a solid vehicle that's got this kind of power, this kind of range, this kind of efficiency for under $30,000. And relatively spacious as well. Now, in terms of what you get for the money, I think, again, it's a solid deal when you think about just as a daily driver, an EV. EVs are very expensive because of the batteries, because of the technology that's expected out of these vehicles. But this is a solid car. It has DC fast charge capability, up to 262 miles of range. It's relatively fun to drive for this kind of car, lots of space. And it looks good too. They've done a really good job. And the Bolt was never necessarily ugly, but this is just so much better, I think, in terms of the design, interior, exterior, all of that. So I'm very, very impressed overall. Again, especially to be at a $30,000 price point. Now, this comfort package that's included throws in the power seat. I'm not sure if it throws in the heated seats or what else, but it's $800 something for the entire package. And just for the power seat alone and a few of these other little things, I think it's an essential if you're gonna get the LT trim level. So I highly recommend that. If you don't want anything extra, you can take that off, save a bit more money. The sticker's right at, I think, $29,990. So if you want to get closer to $29,000 flat before taxes, you can do that if you can find one without the comfort package. But overall, I mean, it's a solid vehicle. And say what you will about battery technology and this, that, whatever. If you take good care of these and maintain them like you should, just with any other car, they can go a minute. And when you think about the cheapest thing to own, this is basically a hatchback. You can plug it into the wall even when you're getting 40 miles a gallon in a hybrid. When gas is $5 a gallon, you know, that cost can quickly add up. But especially places like where I am in Tennessee, electricity's cheap. You can set up a solar farm if you want to, if you have access to that, especially if you have a lot of land. It's easy to kind of keep this thing charged up and not to pay for it except for the initial hardware and the battery tech. So I mean, I just think it's a really solid car for what you get. And it's nice. And you don't even have to go up to an RS to get a nice Chevy Bolt. So all that being said, this will bring me to the end of my review of this 2027 Chevy Bolt in the LT trim level.